Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. Besides trick-or-treating, ghost stories, and monster cereal, the best thing about October is Halloween specials. With so many out there, which ones are worth checking out? Grab your favorite monster cereal as I count down the 10 Halloween specials worth checking out. Let's begin. Number 10. When Good Ghouls Go Bad. I admit I've always been more of a Are You Afraid of the Dark fan than Goosebumps. But there's no denying that this made-for-TV movie from Goosebumps creator R.L. Stine is fun to watch. The story is about a boy named Danny Walker who moves into his dad's and grandpa's hometown of Walker Falls. Walker Falls doesn't celebrate Halloween because of a curse placed by a Tim Burton look-alike, Curtis Danko, a strange boy who died as a result of being roasted alive in a kiln 20 years ago. After the death of Danny's grandpa, weird things start to happen. Halloween decorations are being put up, and his grandpa comes back as a zombie. If I had to give one reason why you should watch When Good Ghouls Go Bad, it's because of Christopher Lloyd's performance as the grandpa. He is entertaining. I would go as far as to say that this is his most underrated role. Number 9. Boo to You Too, Winnie the Pooh. Halloween has arrived in the 100-acre woods, and Pooh and the gang are ready to celebrate. Except for Piglet. He's scared to death of Halloween. Because of his fear, Pooh and the gang decide not to celebrate Halloween this year. Piglet feels bad for spoiling everyone's fun, so he tries to conquer his fear. Boo to You Too, Winnie the Pooh has all the right ingredients that make Winnie the Pooh work. Catchy songs, my favorite being I Wanna Scare Myself, funny moments like Gopher's various costumes, sad moments like Piglet feeling guilty, and a message at the end that doesn't feel hammered in. My attitude is, if Winnie the Pooh is in it, it's bound to be good, for the most part. Number 8. Halloween is Grinch Night. I reviewed this special some years back, so if you want to hear my full opinion on it, check it out. While I stand by my opinion that I don't think it's as good as How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Halloween is Grinch Night is still a good special in its own right. Hans Conried is a worthy replacement of Boris Karloff. The songs are memorable, and the main character, Euchariah, is likable. The best part is when the Grinch opens the door to his paraphernalia wagon. Out pops a series of psychedelic images that are scary. Just remember to use the euphemism before watching. Number 7. America's Scariest Home Videos from Erie, Indiana. If you think Harkins is a strange Indiana town, you've never been to Erie. Marshall and Simon are forced to babysit Simon's little brother Harley on Halloween night. If that's not bad enough, Harley bites into a remote control and is sent into a mummy movie on TV. The mummy, in turn, ends up in Erie, and Marshall and Simon have to deal with him. While the episode is a little dated, with the political mask the boys wear, and the reference to America's Funniest Home Videos, Erie, Indiana's only Halloween episode is still worth checking out if you're a fan of the show. Number 6. Ernest Scared Stupid. Ernest was everywhere when I was growing up. He was in commercials, TV shows, and of course movies. If I can only watch one Ernest movie, it would be Ernest Scared Stupid. The movie is about Ernest accidentally unleashing a troll who turns kids into wooden dolls so he can bring about his troll army. What makes this movie work is that, like the Ghostbusters franchise, Ernest Scared Stupid is able to be both funny and scary. The troll could have been a big joke, but he does look creepy, and the movie makes it clear that he's dangerous. My favorite part is when Ernest fought to get rid of the troll. He had to get something called Miak. Nobody online can seem to agree if Miak is real, but it's still a funny moment. Number 5. Disney's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. The second half to the movie Ichabod and Mr. Toad, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow tells the story of schoolmaster Ichabod Crane and his encounter with the Headless Horseman. Was it real, or was it Brom Bones in disguise? The story leaves it up to the viewers. Personally, I always thought it was Brom Bones. As you might have expected from Disney, the animation is great, especially the encounter with the Headless Horseman. Bing Crosby, while not the most obvious choice to narrate a ghost story, does a fantastic job. Disney has often been criticized for the amount of liberties they take when adapting stories. Yet, in the case of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, they made one of the most faithful adaptations of the Washington Irving story. Number 4. Garfield's Halloween Adventure. Remember what it was like feeling excited for trick-or-treating on Halloween when you were a kid? Garfield's Halloween Adventure does a great job at capturing that. The special involves Garfield and Odie going out trick-or-treating when they arrive at the home of an old man. He tells them a story about some pirates who buried treasure under the house. They vow to return for the treasure 100 years later on Halloween night, even if it meant coming back as ghosts. This leads to the best part of the special, the ghost pirates. They are creepy. If you are a fan of Garfield and love a good scare, this special is for you. Number 3. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. Okay, so the Peanuts fanboy obviously would put this on the list. But even if I wasn't, I would still recommend It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown because it's that good. Many things from this special has become associated with Halloween, from Charlie Brown's ghost costume to the phrase, "I got a rock," to the Great Pumpkin himself. Unlike Garfield's Halloween Adventure, there's nothing in this special that's scary, but that's not what it was trying to do. It's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown simply just wanted to show you the Peanuts gang celebrating Halloween. Number 2. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. No matter how you feel about modern-day Simpsons, there's no denying that it was a great show in its heyday. Their best episodes were the Halloween episodes, known as Treehouse of Horror. It's where the writers are able to cut loose and tell stories that otherwise wouldn't work in a regular episode. It's rare for a show to give the writers that kind of freedom. The best segments tend to be parodies of horror movies, shows, and even short stories. Much like the show, The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror isn't as good as it used to be, but there are always the classic episodes. Before getting to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. The Nightmare Before Christmas, Mad Monster Party, Alvin and the Chipmunks, Trick or Treason, Raggedy Ann and Andy, The Pumpkin That Couldn't Smile, and Villains Take Over the House of Mouse. Number 1. The Halloween Tree. Based on the Ray Bradbury book and narrated by him, The Halloween tree does the best job at capturing the holiday. It's about four friends, Tom Skeleton, Jenny, Ralph, and Wally, who try to save their friend Pip. They meet a mysterious man named Monshroud, who serves as both an antagonist and a mentor. You see, Pip is dying, and he travels through time with his pumpkin to stay away from Monshroud. Through their travels, the kids learn about the history of Halloween. The most heartwarming scenes are when the kids encounter Pip. They each tell him how much he means to them. The Halloween tree could have been a boring history lesson, but it was able to tell an engaging story. I don't know what else to say, but go check it out. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section which Halloween specials you guys like that didn't make the list. And don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later.